channel. My name is Holly West. I'm the bassist for Zepparella. Today you are watching one of a three-part series on the awesome Led Zeppelin song, Kashmir. In this video, I will show you how I play the riffs for Kashmir on the bass. I've divided this into 4 different parts. I'm going to show you the main riff, the descending riff, the bridge, and the chorus. When this song was originally recorded, John Paul Jones played on the keys, and there were a lot of other instruments that made it very full. And because I don't play keys in the song, I play bass. I'm going to show you a very simplistic way of keeping the fullness in the main riff and descending riffs for this song. The main riff, you're going to stay on D, the open D, and the D found on the 7th fret of the G string. You're going to rock back and forth, and what I want you to do is listen how to accentuate what the guitar is doing. So, you will hit the octave 3 times, go back to the open, go back to the octave 6 times, like this. So that's all I do on the main riff, but it's perfect for what everything else is doing in the song, because you're trying to create a lot of fullness in a lot of space. When we get to the descending riff, I'm still on those 2 notes. However, I play it the same way that I would catch on to what the guitars are doing, but this is how it goes. One note played 2 different ways in different orders to accentuate a very amazing song, and it's super simple. Let me play it a little bit slower for you, and what I want you to do at home is listen to the song and play along, and really watch my right hand, because my left hand is not going to move except for muting a little bit, so watch this. For the bridge of this song, it starts on A, right after the descending pattern. And you'll notice, because the music kind of goes down a little bit more, and you get these staccato A notes with a bend in there. And that's going to be the starting of the bridge riff. So let's go over that real quick. It's going to go like this, with the open A first. Which is going to be your 3 short A's. And then your A on your 2nd fret of your G string with a kind of bend all the way back up to the open A. Then you get into the faster part of that A riff, which is only 6 notes. So don't be scared. Just slow it down, learn them, and you'll get them in no time. Those notes are F, E, D, A, B, D. So now we've come to the chorus riff, and when you go into this chorus riff, I want you to be mindful that hitting that G, when you come from that descending riff, you want it to be very powerful. And so you want to make sure that you know where these choruses are. There's 2 of them in the song. One comes right after the riff I just showed you, and then one's at the end of the song. So I also still play root and octave on these as well. But I dance back and forth, and if you look at a lot of different ways that people play this on bass, you'll see them kind of do their own rendition of it. Some of them stay just on the root, on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then when they go to the A, they just stay on the open A. What I like to do is kind of a dance back and forth between the 3rd fret of the E string on G and the open G that's underneath it. And then when I go to the A part, I will do the open A with the octave of the 2nd fret of the G string, which is also A. So that's going to sound like this. Right back into the main D riff. Play around with it, listen to the song, and play along with it. It's not that complicated when you take it from the bass standpoint, but you really have to make sure that you're accentuating what the guitar player is doing so that you fill up all of that space in that lower register. The approach that I take with these riffs for Kashmir are very supportive of my other bandmates. There's a lot of fullness that I'm trying to replicate, but I can't because I'm on just one instrument. So I'm trying to fulfill everything that I can on that lower register. And I've taken some different approaches while playing this. I either try to follow the guitar player a little bit differently. And what I've come to notice is that showcasing my talent on the bass and all the things that I can do doesn't really support this song as well as you would think it would, with Led Zeppelin being such an instrumental type band. When you lay back with the bass and play these notes to support, you get so much more richness from the song, and you really figure out how to make simplistic grooves work with such an amazing song and amazing effect. So have fun with this song. Make sure you slow down the parts that are more difficult for you, especially that A riff right in the middle at the bridge. And have fun with it because it's such a different approach than a lot of the other Led Zeppelin songs. In the other Led Zeppelin songs, you might find that John Paul Jones does a lot of work on the fretboard. And because he played keys on this song, I've kind of found this way of fulfilling all of that fullness with a very simplistic approach. And instead of showcasing everything that I can do, I find myself really feeling drawn to the groove and locking in with the drummer. And there are some parts of this song that have gaps and some of them that need to be filled. And when you find that with your drummer and your guitar player, it just makes the song walk this sort of groove that's unlike a lot of the other Zeppelin songs. And Zeppelin has been noted to say that this is a mecca for their music. This is a mecca for their sound. And it's a very heavenly type of song if you can support your bandmates with playing the bass. So what to take away from this song is, sometimes the more simple, the better. Thank you so much for stopping by and letting me show you how I play the bass on this awesome song. In my next video, I'm going to talk to you about the structure.